Frankie from Frankie Tech, and just wanted to do a quick follow-up video from that crazy street tech video I did earlier about this phone right here, the Nokia X6. This is just gonna be a quick look here. I'm doing this video last minute before I go on my trip, and just wanted to share a bit more kind of like just kind of first look and kind of just first impressions of kind of what I like to do regularly during my 24-hour review. But I'm going to do this right now with this phone. I've been using this for about 4 or 5 hours, like 6 hours now. I just want to give my quick thoughts on kind of the overall feel of this phone. So just kind of showing you again quickly, guys, what I got here with. Let's put the X6 down for a second. And you can see here it's a 5.8-inch screen, 19 by 9, full HD. 16 megapixel with 5 megapixel dual camera. It's got AI camera. I can't wait to test that out. It's got some scenery kind of thing, maybe settings there. The Snapdragon 636, and obviously running the Qualcomm processor there. So and the cool thing about it really is that it's running a very stock version of Android, and I love this. Kind of harkens back to the old days of Nokia, kind of with their branding there. So that is the Nokia X6 right there. So now that we've kind of looked at the box, let's kind of put this to the side here. I've done the unboxing there so you guys can kind of get a better idea of what this phone's about. But let's look at the phone here. And so let's first of all, hold on a second here. This case, by the way, came included in the box. So I'm going to show you guys here. This is just a standard TPU case. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to throw that to the side there. Actually, let's put it right there. And just in a quick rundown once again of what was in the box for any of you guys who missed the crazy street tech video. It's right here. We have just the literature here for the actual phone. SIM ejector tool. The case, which was at the bottom there. And inside here we have the other USB-C cable. Put this stuff lined up here, and last but not least, we have our charger. And let's kind of have a look here what the charger says it is. So it's gonna tear that off there. Put that down there. There's the Nokia branding right there. Looks really nice. And let's kind of zoom in, see if we can see what it says there. Okay, so it's looking like it's a 5-volt charger. So just a standard 5-volt charger there on this phone. So now into the Nokia X6 we go. Let's have a quick look here. And just a quick rundown, guys. It's going to be a really quick video of design, a display, performance, and just audio, and then finally just a few quick camera shots here I might take right here. So let's just quickly jump into it. First, design. So this phone is a little bit thicker than I initially thought. It definitely looks like past 8 millimeters right here. But what I do like about it, because of the thickness, you see it there, the actual what's the word, the screen, the camera bump is not as significant, and I don't mind that. And if it's got a slightly bigger battery, I don't mind that. It's also got this kind of matte edge here. You can see you do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That'll be a welcome sight for some of you guys there. And over to this side, it is completely clear. You have the USB-C, your speakers. I think these are mics right here. And then on this side you have the power button and the volume rocker. You can see there though, let's zoom in there on these. You can see that they're not really deep buttons. And honestly, in terms of just the quality, I can kind of tell they're not the greatest. So quality, build quality wise, it's kind of a mixed bag. I think it looks nice. The glass bag definitely feels good, but I think overall, the build quality on this phone isn't perfect. And I guess you can see it there. So this is the 2.5D glass that I was mentioning. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. There's a very slight edge to it. You can see it right there, but it is almost matte. You see that? Almost matte with flush there with, not matte, flush with the edge of the case there. So this will actually make it much easier for this phone to be able to get, whoa, some problem with zoom there. There you go. To actually have this take screen protection and stuff like that. So it's a different kind of design language from Xiaomi, and you know, it's a breath of fresh air for sure. And now the display. So this is a full HD display right here, and this is rocking a 5.8 inch screen. So you know, I think the first thing y'all probably want to see, like right off the bat, I'm definitely looking to compare this to. And this is the one right here. Is the Redmi 6 Pro, and you can see it there. These two phones, they are very similar in size. In fact, you can see the Redmi 6 Pro is a little bit bigger, and actually considering that this phone has a bigger, very similar size display, you can kind of see it's kind of the more modern looking phone overall. The bezel is much smaller on the Nokia here. And the side bezels also, they seem smaller to me. The top bezel definitely looks smaller there. It looks much smaller. So I would say overall, you know, that's an interesting comparison for you guys, comparing these two. This phone is a little more expensive and is rocking the 636 over the 625 of the Redmi 6 Pro. But I'm loving the display on this so far. The colors are very punchy. At least it seems to me. They look really nice. Let me show you kind of a few quick photos here. Actually, let's go into YouTube so I can quickly show you, you know, just kind of what it's like to view quality stuff on this phone here.
So those are all the bands that it supports with LTE. Say the answer is yes, but in very.
So you see it there, and so this phone does have. That was the thing I wanted to bring up actually, was it does have the notch there. Now, is the notch a deal breaker for you guys? It probably might be, but maybe it's not. This one's small. This one's not too much of an issue overall, but it may be a deal breaker for some of you guys. Personally, when I kind of see this phone, like I said, I compare it to the Redmi 6 Pro, and the notch, you can see it there, it is smaller than the one on the Redmi 6 Pro. I like the notch on this one much better. Just I would say just like aesthetically I like it better. I don't know why they have this weird swooping curve there. This looks a lot cleaner overall, so I do like that. So the display, I think overall is pretty good, and I'll have to kind of do more deep dive in the future, but it looks pretty good. And now talking about performance, I mean, this is the 636, so it's going to be similar to the Redmi Note 5, to the Mi Max 3. I mean, overall, I think you're going to have good performance here. I haven't tested this phone at all yet, but you can imagine the Antutu scores, all that stuff will be very similar to the Redmi Note 5 and the Mi Max 3, with that 636 powering pretty decent experiences overall. And now quickly into audio. This is a lightning video right here, like I said. Even though we're already at 8 minutes, let's listen to now how this sounds audio-wise. So I put it 75% there. Let's have a listen. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go a little bit higher now. Let's go to like 90%. Okay. There we go, there we go. So you can see it here. It's pretty loud, but it is one bottom firing speaker. That's it. If that covers up, you're not going to hear anything. So I'd say the sound is okay. It's probably to the level of the Redmi 6 Pro over here. In fact, you know, now that we have this phone open here, let's see how this sounds in here. So I'm going to put this up to a certain volume there. Let's switch to the Redmi 6 Pro here, real quick. Back to the And so that you can hear it. I think this speaker is definitely not as loud. Oh wow, yeah. Back to it, to the X6. So I mean, honestly, I think the sound of this phone is definitely, it's a little bit clear, but this phone's drivers are much more powerful. The Redmi 6 Pro's drivers and overall speaker quality, I think, are much stronger, and you know, it's kind of a surprise. So I mean, if you guys were looking at this for a kind of an audio experience, I think it's a little disappointing overall. It's not as good as what I expected it to be, and that unfortunately is a little bit of a shame. And now, last but not least, is the camera performance. And there's some shots there. I have not taken many shots with this phone at all so far, but let's kind of do a few quick shots here just off the bat. So let's see what we can get here. Let's put this little guy in here. Just gonna sit him down there and see what it looks like when we take a shot of Pinocchio right here. So see the shutter speed here. Okay, that wasn't too bad overall. And you can see there, obviously, was not the best shot. So let's try that again while we're zooming in there. Because increase screen brightness a little bit for you guys to see. And this is my camera doing stuff there. So, you know, that's not too bad. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. I don't think this is going to be winning any camera awards anytime soon, but I think overall, I mean, for kind of a slightly lower light shot, I mean, it's pretty bright in here now with the camera, with kind of the images I'm taking, but I think overall, I think it's not terrible. So I'm going to have to test this phone a bit more when I get back, but, you know, really just comparing it here to the Redmi Note 5. Let's have a look how the Redmi Note 5 actually does when we do that same shot here. And let's go in there. Let's take a shot of Pinocchio. And so let's compare those two right there. And so you see there, I mean, I think I like the Redmi Note, the Redmi 6 Pro is a little bit better. And the quality is a little bit clearer there. And I kind of just took those shots pretty quick, but darn, I mean, this phone is pretty new. I mean, it could be where it's focusing on that is a bit different. But I think overall the shots on these phones are good. They're okay. And kind of your low light shots are going to be hit or miss overall. I think these are not flagship phones, so just get that in mind, guys. This is not a flagship phone. This phone costs 1,600 Hong Kong dollars to around 200 US, so I don't expect it to be stellar in terms of camera performance, and I'll have to test the front facing camera when I get back. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. It was just a quick video, quick overview. Consider my kind of kind of replacement for my 24-hour review of this Nokia right here, this Nokia X6, and I'll definitely be doing kind of more comparison videos. But I did want to kind of put it against there the Redmi 6 Pro so that you guys could see how it performed overall. Definitely hit me up with that like button there if you like the video, and any kind of questions or comments, drop them in the comment section. And if you love the content, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate all the support, guys. This was a really quick video. It's 14 minutes, so these are never quick when I do them. And you know, apologies for the audio ahead of time, guys, because this was done on the fly. I don't have my typical mic setup. I'm throwing this stuff out so I can just share my thoughts for you guys, so you have a little bit of content there to kind of hold you over until I get back. But anyways, guys, I'll leave you at that, and I guess this is where I say, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one, guys. See you in a bit.